And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects in the life. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect, how it affects them, and the price of milk. Thank you. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Hey guys, how is everybody this evening? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm joined with Sandy, Teresa, and of course, hang on, give me 1 second here. Okay. Yep. Joined with Sandy, Teresa, and Esther. Hey everyone. So Teresa, you want to call out some birthdays for us?
Yes, Brian. Okay. We have somebody who had a birthday the other day, July 29th, Alex. It's Alex Stat. Indoor Beer, August 7th. Dark Michael Fontaine.
Teresa, you sound like a robot.
Michael Fontaine, August 9th. Sandy, birthday, Sandy Diva, hello. Your birthday is August 16th, coming up. Yay. And we're probably going to do a show around there. Rick Satterwhite is August 20th. Mark Brodell, also known by Brody Brodell, August 20th. Lily Shelley, her birthday is August 21st. Jimmy Jams TV, August 23rd. Sarah Straub is August 26th. Stasha Lillian Erickson, August 26th. Sheena Redaway, August 27th. And David Johnson.
Teresa, you're breaking up again.
Repeat. Teresa.
Teresa, we can't hear you at all.
All right, Teresa, we lost you.
Uh-oh.
I'm right here.
Yeah, your service is just cutting in and out.
All right. Have we got all the birthdays?
Yeah.
Maybe. What are you doing, Jude?
You want to send it to me, Teresa, so I can read them?
See if
It's all written down, scribbled.
All right.
this is too magnetized. You just can't talk.
Oh man. Okay.
Yes, it popped up. Oh. It
Brian?
Yep.
Yay.
We see you, Teresa. Okay, so can we go ahead and get started with Esther's? I guess, Esther, what did you have in mind?
Did you want to do Beetlejuice first, and then I can go into the story?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll totally do
Brian,
that.
would you like to bring up the picture, please? The one Sandy sent you?
It's a folder in Flickr. It says Teresa Beetlejuice. You're going to have to leave Flickr after you show this, though, Brian. Otherwise,
Well, you said his name 3 times, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying it three. I'm not going to say it 3 times. I don't do that.
No, definitely don't say it 3 times.
I'm not.
Although we want to be a crazy night, I guess. You know. Oh, careful, Terry. Sorry.
So is this the first time most folks are going to be seeing this? Or has this been featured somewhere?
Well, the thing is, when I found this guy, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say she's had it pinned in the group for like 4 days.
yeah. I have to describe the picture.
All right, can you guys see that? You want to go ahead and explain
No.
that?
If you can zoom in.
Okay, good. You good?
Teresa, you may have to move to your laptop and use your hotspot. This is bad. This is like really bad.
You said your name.
Okay, is that better?
I already said hi.
Oh yeah.
That's somebody's notification.
Brian, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
That's better. Okay. The story about this is it's really strange. The father on the top is wearing this sweater, this red, strange-looking sweater. Scenes later,
I'll do this so I can see it.
they're wearing that print. Weird thing. I don't remember ever wearing this outfit. Pants. The sweater. And
Teresa, this is Teresa. You are
Teresa,
going to have to go to your
on her.
laptop.
Teresa, can you relay it to Sandy so Sandy can read it off?
Brian,
Sandy knows the whole
I'm trying to do
story.
this for
Sandy.
her.
Just tell them the story,
Well,
Sandy.
Okay, I need this time to get this
You
done,
want-
Teresa. You need to get to your laptop and use your hotspot. We can't do a whole show of you like this, not understanding a word you're saying.
Here. Do you want me to read the? Here, let me just
The
go.
post, yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, if you can read the post in the group, that'd be awesome, Esther. Thank you.
All right. This is Sandy. It's not sorry, Sandy. Teresa's post. It said, "I've been watching Beetlejuice for many years now. I find this very bizarre. Does anyone remember seeing these scenes? Delilah is wearing the exact pattern and color as pants that Charles was previously wearing as a sweater in an earlier scene. Is she wearing his sweater as a pair of pants? It does look like she's wearing his sweater for a pair of pants.
It kind of does look like that.
I wish I could say I've only watched like part of the movie. I've never seen the whole thing, so
Don't
unfortunately,
remember
it's never been something that's super interested me. But I'm gonna have to watch it just because it's such a big movie. It's kind of like, if you've never Jaws or Addams Family kind of thing. I gotta watch, and I've seen both those, so it's like I gotta watch this.
But isn't it bizarre?
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, like, I've never seen this before, guys. I've never even seen her wearing this outfit. I mean, come on. What are the odds that her pants look exactly like his sweater? Same colors, same everything. You know?
I think I'd be distracted with the door back there. I love that blue. Every time I see TARDIS blue, I'm immediately drawn into it. So
Yeah, both of them were really bizarre. You know what I mean? They were into this new age artsy stuff. If you notice, when they moved in, she had all these weird art pieces, and then the one that came alive, remember? The piece that was walking. So they were into all this new age art stuff from New York. They wanted to be like this yuppie couple moving in to this house, while their daughter was, quite the opposite, wearing black and depressed and just, you know what I mean?
Exactly. It just
Yeah,
looks
it was
weird.
weird.
Let me ask my mom. She's right here. Let me ask her. Mom,
Show it.
Mom, can you look at this real quick from Beetlejuice and tell me something?
It's weird.
I've been trying to figure out where the lady was standing. It's a kitchen. This looked like bones to me. I realize those are knives.
Okay, do you remember this from Beetlejuice? This lady wearing these pants like that? It looks like his sweater.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, I don't remember that.
Could that have been a deleted scene, maybe? Is it possible that was a deleted scene they added later, maybe?
I don't know.
What's that have to do with the movie?
I don't know.
Flowers and stuff.
But that's definitely odd. If anyone knows about this one,
Red pants.
does this look familiar with anyone? No, not me.
Nope. Oh.
Oh, I knocked his friend. I didn't see the other guy at all.
So I'm gonna have to actually go and watch this movie so I can.
Yeah, just see if it might be a deleted scene. It's very possible.
Look at that refrigerator. It looks brand new. Didn't
Yeah.
have those days. Is that a refrigerator?
I thought it was I thought it was a really good one. It was really bizarre. And I happened to find it in an 80s group, not in a Mandela group. Found it in an 80s group. Where,
I don't know if that's good or not.
isn't that kind of weird? His pants looks like his sweater in a later scene. And I'm like, man, that's the Mandela effect for me. And they weren't discussing Mandela effects. They were just saying how it was weird, but the people don't discuss Mandela effect in this 80s group. That word doesn't even come up. And I thought this was pretty weird, and it blew me away. And I said, no, I got to present this. So that's what I did. I presented it.
You hit me, baby.
Yeah. Jeff Zanzibar said he never seen, guys, Jeff Zanzibar said he never seen this. Noticed that in the movie.
No.
Crunchy
That's
Beat
good.
said doesn't look familiar, but I don't know. I didn't really like it at either prelim.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not familiar.
All right, so we'll have to look at that one a little bit further. Okay.
Do you want me to do shout outs?
Yeah, sure. Let's do some shout outs. Esther, you want to do some shout outs?
Yeah. And you want to do shout out, Esther?
My phone here, so I can.
Go
So
ahead.
much easier.
Go ahead, do shout out.
Well, first I gotta say hi to Jeff because he said hi to all of us. I think he was like the Gloria Lower was the very first person to comment, so hi to her. Mrs. Marks, Crunchy Bee, hi. He always makes me laugh. All right, at least I think it's a he. I'm not sure. Capalicious 420. Let's see. Preliminal. Lemon. That one I can't pronounce. Looks like that's all that's commented, at least that I can see here. But hi to all the other people who are at least listening in and just maybe haven't commented yet. Oh, sorry. We all got our messenger on, huh?
Apparently, yeah.
So, but yeah, like, I don't know if you want to go ahead and.
Yeah, Teresa, Esther, sorry, can you go ahead and read us your story or tell us your story?
Yeah, it was just real quick about. She was talking about. Teresa was just talking about how people don't like talking about the Mandela effect, and a lot of people don't really talk about it. And before this whole COVID thing happened, it was 2000. I think it was 2019. I went to Comic-Con. And right before I went, we found out that Zachary Levi was talking about the Mandela effect and how he believed in it. And so I actually got to meet him. And I did actually get to go up to him and say, and ask him, I said, what was his Mandela effect? And he said, Shazam. And he said, Berenstain Bears was totally trippy. And he listed all kinds of Mandela effects like towards me. And he was really, really excited about the Mandela effect. Like, so if anybody ever gets a chance to meet him and be able to talk to him about it, he will literally talk your ear off about the Mandela effect. He's super excited about it. And I've been trying to get in touch with him afterwards, but unfortunately with social media the way it is, I don't think any of the accounts that I probably messaged him on was probably his. So, but I was trying to be like, hey, we never got to finish our conversation because we were talking. And unfortunately, like his manager and other people were like behind us, like pushing us forward. So, so we only had a short, brief time. But yeah, he was like a little 5-year-old hyped up on sugar when he was talking about the Mandela effect. He was just loving it. So, I thought that was so awesome. Like I said, he definitely believes, he remembers Shazam and he remembers Berenstain Bears. And I can't remember the other one that he was a Mandela effect for him because I was trying to do the whole, Teresa interview thing. But I was so nervous when I met him that it was really nerve-wracking to talk about the Mandela effect, especially when I feel like all these people around me who I didn't know how much his crew that he was with would be super thrilled about him talking about that. in public. So it was just overall just nerve wracking, but it was awesome just seeing somebody that in Hollywood like that to be excited about the Mandela effect and willing to talk about it.
So I just found his actual account on Twitter and just tweeted him that we are live right now talking Mandela effects with the link. So there you go.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was so nice and just he was just really, really a nice guy. So they said I watched him throughout the time that we were there, and he is literally like a little 5-year-old hyped up on sugar, and he's awesome. Like I want to have his energy. So, I was like, I just wanted to hang out with him, like if that was possible. But they say he had a lot of people in his booth. Obviously, I mean Zachary Levi. I mean, he was really.
That was
awesome.
great that you got to meet him. Oh, what an opportunity, you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get any pictures or autographs or anything because I mean Zachary Levi. But we were able to actually go up and give him a fist bump, and like I said, he was really great with the kids, and I think 2 of my boys got to meet him. I don't think all of them met him, but it was awesome. So
That is awesome. That is very awesome.
yeah. I'm like, maybe he'll come back. If not, I'm gonna see if maybe I could go to a different Comic-Con where he's at. So it's like maybe I can follow up. So they're like, hey, that would be awesome to continue the conversation and hopefully be less nervous, so I could actually talk to him and have a 2-way conversation, and also be able to tell him about the Mandela Facebook page as well. So.
Yeah, I mean,
She's like, why didn't you tell him? I'm like, I was kind of pushed off to the side.
He's welcome to join my group. All of them, man.
I really wanted to tell him about it, but like I said, we were just time constraints. If it wasn't for the 20 or so people that were like behind me that were waiting to come up and say hi to him, I was hoping to meet him like off to the side where he wasn't at his booth, so it would have been more on a one-on-one, but unfortunately never got to see him away from his booth. So
wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, it's nice when you meet people that are genuinely really nice in person, that are actual human beings.
Yeah.
And Mandela affected the boot.
Oh, yeah. That was,
Not somebody looking at you like you're crazy.
Yeah. Well,
it's so hard to.
We have to learn to get along. We have to learn to get along with those people. My sister, she's not Mandela affected at all.
Oh, she gets mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hates it.
Yeah.
I can tell.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm definitely
Yeah.
Hi, Sandy. Now you're in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat now.
Sorry, you're going to eventually hear my 16-year-old. He's playing video games. So I'll try to mute when you can. I just never know when he's going to shout out of the blue.
What
I got you.
What shall we talk about next?
Brian, you have the Flickr open. You got to refresh. Wow. Refresh the Flickr, and then you can just pick whatever you want. Go for it.
What color, Sandy?
I want to check out Britney Spears' skirt.
Okay, Brian. They've probably all seen this by now, but maybe not Great Lakes Crow.
Well, she says hit me, baby, one more time. So we got to check it out one more time, right?
Yeah, one more time. It's got to be done.
Yeah, baby.
You want
hit me one more time.
I found this one. I'm going to be the last one to put a video up about it. It's amazing. So check that out. I just want to point that out. That Britney Spears logo is from when the song came out in 2001. And I don't remember seeing stuff like that back then, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But, okay, so researching the Oops, I Did It Again Mandela effect, I discovered another change, but this time the change is in Baby One More Time. Okay, preliminal. Subliminal can't watch anything with Britney, so he said he'll be right back. All right, guys, which skirt did Britney Spears wear in the "Hit Me Baby One More Time" video? If you've seen this before, which I know many of you have, just answer what you remember.
I found this and sent me a scroll.
I'm kind of thinking of B, the one in the middle.
I remember the third one, Brian.
Yeah, I was about to say it's either B or C.
Hey, John. I'm waiting for answers in the chat. But while we're waiting for answers, Capalicious says, I would like to know how you all would answer the question. How do people, companies in the entire world keep functioning with all these continuous changes? Because they get updates. They get the update and they don't see the change at all. That's what I think.
I think too is sometimes like we just go along about our day until somebody stops and points it out. We don't realize it. Like the Kit Kat thing with my coworker. I'm like, hey, do you notice that Kit Kat no longer has a dash? And she's like, what? And I think it's those little changes. But I've heard of some companies, I can't remember where it was. It was on some YouTube channels that they were talking about that they were having issues in their company because things were changing and their company was like, shipments weren't coming in. They were going to the wrong places. Things were getting labeled wrong, things like that. And it was actually messing up the company because of these changes going on. And they didn't know how to explain them.
Yeah.
So they would just have to talk it up to, oh, you're just a bad employee. And they're like, no, it changed on me. Like, we don't know how to explain it.
And we've seen a lot of logos that were merged together that companies later unmerged, as if they looked at it and said, that doesn't look right, let's fix that. We've seen that happen a lot recently, where companies fix their logos so that they're no longer merged together and unreadable. I just want to say in the chat, the winning comment goes to Jeff Zanzibar. I'll answer C one more time. That's the best one. Down to the wire says B in the middle. TT says B. And those are the only answers we have in the chat.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, when the song came out, I didn't watch any of her music videos. I barely listened to Britney at the time.
Will Wall says, I saw a different colored watermelon today. Never saw this before. Dark and green pattern for me. Free Britney. And I'm going to tell you, I covered a whole thing on watermelon. We have bright pink watermelon with a purple rind now. Orange watermelon, yellow watermelon. Like the flesh is actually orange, yellow, pink. And like neon pink and red. And then the outside, blues, purples. One is called like the Moon and Stars watermelon. It's purple with yellow splotches on it. It's insane looking. And I've never seen it before. I covered that almost 2 years ago now. Maybe we'll do a rewind on that because we're going to be doing a rewind tonight. So maybe I'll do a rewind on that one too. Yes, Capalicious. The tie. Dan found that. So I didn't add it to the presentation. That was Dan. Dan talked about that in the video that we did together when I released this Mandela effect for the first time at 1:54 in the morning.
So which dress is it? Which skirt is it, Sandy?
Well, so far the answers are all B and C. And go to the next slide, Brian, because there are some here who didn't see this that I know of. It is A, guys. It's always been black. Not in my past.
No, it was a plaid skirt for sure.
100% wasn't a black skirt. Many people remember her with white. Can you go back? I didn't even read it. But I wasn't even going to read it. I was going to explain there's some changes going on that I didn't cover. Brian, go back. You're going forward. Go back. One more. Go to the skirt. Stay there. Stop. Okay. Some people remember her with white stockings. I think I agree with that. The white knee highs. I do remember knee high stockings. people were calling them boots. They're not boots. Those are thigh highs. And I think I remember the white, like the girls are in the background are wearing white too. I don't think I remember the black, especially not shiny black like that. And Dan pointed out that he remembers her wearing a tie. He doesn't even remember her wearing a sweater, just a tie. So there are multiple memories with this one. All right, now you can go forward, Brian.
Okay.
But yeah, I 100% remember a plaid skirt. So I did find Britney wearing plaid. This is Britney wearing plaid, and she's wearing a tie each time. No, I think the top left is a shirt, but the other two is two different concerts dressed like that with a tie. But most recently, yeah, Brian. Yeah, Faith Hope. She's always rushing ahead before I can read it. So Britney recently, well, this article talks about her recreating the look and says she changed one detail, no sweater, and goes on to say everything else, including the skirt, was the same as her video.
I have gotten so
Now, when you see the skirt, which is coming up, you're going to see why. While some elements of the look have changed, Brit stitched the gray mini cardigan she used to cover up with back when she was 16 and left her flowing blonde locks free. Others include her white tie crop blouse, pleated skirt, dark thigh highs remain the same. So he says the skirt remains the same. Brian, you can go to the next slide and show him how she dressed. Both times, two separate times dressing up as her character in the video, she wore a plaid skirt.
I think I got shot at this direction. Let's go. Let's go around.
And I wrote, all I did right here was like, she doesn't have a black skirt to wear.
I see you.
Brittany, she's probably got a closet bigger than my bedroom.
I got you.
She chose plaid because that's what she remembers. So here is the current reality. We have the actual outfit worn by her on display in Vegas in the top left. We have two Barbie dolls with two different color skirts and thigh highs and two different color shirts. You would think they'd be able to get that consistent, but apparently not. Okay, Brian, you can go on. All right, so these are interesting. First off, the bottom image. We have a group of girls wearing all the realities. We've got the red plaid skirt, the black and white plaid skirt, and the black plaid, the straight black skirt. So all the realities, and you would think one of them wouldn't have said, you know, I don't know. I would think that's weird that they're all dressing the same for as Britney Spears, and they're all dressed differently. But the top two images, these are collages made by other people, and they're saying the other outfits match Britney. Yet all the other outfits have plaid skirts. That's weird. That's all. Go on, Brian.
All right.
So again, we have people dressing as Britney Spears in plaid. The colors may not be right for you, but it's still plaid.
I mean, for me at school, girls always had like that plaid, like whether it was red or black and white, it always had that.
Yeah, but plaid comes in all different colors. In grade school, I had a plaid that was green, like two different color greens with blue, yellow, and red stripes mixed in. Then in high school, it was blue and white. So yeah, the color is relative. Like I said,
we had green ones when I was in I can't remember. It was a Christian academy. We had green ones. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? I also had green and white. There's two different uniforms. Like when you got to junior high, because I don't know if you guys know, in Catholic school you go from K to 8. So when you got to 6th grade, your uniform changed, even though you were in the same building, just on a different floor. But
Wait,
the
now
point,
first,
huh?
I'm just noticing in the very first picture on the top left-hand side, it doesn't look like a pleated skirt. It looks like a one of those pullover and button-up skirts.
It's both. It's got pleats and it's a fold over now, which I don't remember.
Wow. It wasn't like that the last video, because I've been looking at these videos since the first time I saw it.
Well, it's
just a
not.
couple weeks ago.
It's not in my graphic. In my graphic, I just chose the black pleated skirt.
Yeah, that looks weird.
It is weird. Yeah, that was the first thing I actually zoned in on, and then my brain said, "Why is it black?" I'm like, "That doesn't look right." And then, because what made me notice this wasn't the video. I was researching the "Oops, I Did It Again" Mandela effect, and in the sidebar in Google, there were drawings, like realistic drawings, and I'm like, why are they drawing the skirt black? And then I went and watched the video, and I'm like, oh my god. It's like, no.
So these are people like mimicking her?
Yeah, they're all people dressing like her for Halloween. And the people on the bottom left are professional impersonators. She's a professional Britney impersonator. He's a professional George Bush impersonator.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say, it look a lot like George Bush.
He does look a lot like George Bush.
These are all people dressing like her. Drawing.
Yeah, I mean, I could see being like a dark green and or black, but that skirt doesn't look right.
Look at that doll. That Britney doll is that's perfect residue.
Right. Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. There were actually 3 different Baby One More Time Barbie dolls. One had a gray skirt with gray stockings, one had a black skirt with black stockings, and one had a plaid skirt.
What?
Why would there need to be 3 different versions? There would need to be one that looks like Britney in the video. Instead, there's 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like she had different outfits on throughout I mean, she had, 2 different outfits on, but that last outfit was not a plaid skirt at all.
No, it was a sweatsuit. Well, a fitted shirt and sweatpants.
Yeah.
That is definitely not a girl in the bottom right there.
That is not. That is not. That's a Halloween costume he tried.
Not a girl, not yet a woman, huh?
You got to give him kudos for trying.
That doesn't belong
somewhere in between, maybe. Okay.
We're gonna go back to Teresa's thing real quick. So someone drew this of Charles in the sweater, but Delia dressed in black pants, a black pantsuit. So Teresa wanted to ask you if you remember them together dressed like that. I don't remember that.
She was wearing dark. She was wearing like dark clothes.
That's the thing. I don't remember Delia wearing that white top ever. Like that white top is what throws me off. Not so much the crazy sweater pants. The fact that she's wearing a white top, it doesn't fit her character.
Oh, I'm down.
Well, that I like John Nada. Look how many don't question masks and lockdowns. It's a good point.
Wait, what about it?
Exactly. If they don't question what's happening around them, why would they question the color of Britney's skirt?
Yeah. John Nada had commented, which he started. I don't know when he joined, but hi, when we did shout outs, I don't remember saying his name.
No, he joined after.
Oh, we have 20 people in the watching the show.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm in top chat again. I hate that. If I missed your comment, guys, I'm sorry. It's
yeah, I forgot I had to pull up my phone because I can't. It doesn't show very many comments on the side of our StreamYard.
That's a good point. Is it Kapalicious 420?
Yeah, I just call him Kappa.
Kappa, yeah, Kappa. Right here it says, just interesting how many people perceive this fascinating phenomenon. And then I would like to think that accountants, inventory management would all run into trouble regardless of sheep-like conformity. That's true. Maybe some of them are experiencing the after effects, of
Wow.
inventory.
Welcome, Dean.
Yeah, welcome, Dean.
Hey, Dean, welcome.
All right, so let me just go on and pick the next folder here that we're going to take a look at.
Okey-dokey.
Can I do anything with
Do anything.
logos? I kind of want to do something with logos.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Sunbeam.
Okie dokie.
Sunbeam. Something I haven't seen in a little while.
All right, Sandy, is this yours? You want to explain this one?
Yeah. All right. So the Sunbeam logo has changed for me. Top and bottom are the current logos, and I don't remember either one of them. Do you guys remember the Sunbeam logo looking like those?
That doesn't look right.
No.
It looks like a check mark and or a heart at the top, and it doesn't look right.
All right, so it's emerging more than anything that bothers me. But yeah, that S is crazy. Brian, you can go to the next image. I did a Photoshop.
All right, sure.
Oh, I remember this area. This is where I was Bushman. Can I become Bushman again?
So, the top image is the current reality, and the bottom image is how I remember it, with the sun curve, the beam, whatever you want to call it, centered between the U and the M, not merging into the S. I don't remember that at all. So the bottom is how I remember it. The top is how it is now. And the other logo that I showed, the really messed up one, that's the one from the 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever it was, whenever it came out.
I became Sourceman, killed like 10 people again.
No, Jeff said it never had an awning. I remember the awning, but I remember it more like you did, Sandy, because that does that. If I seen it together like that, I would have been like, is that an S? I would have been confused, like just looking at it, especially the first one you showed, because that would have been something I would have seen when I was growing up, and I would have been like, I can't even read that.
I believe that you don't remember the awning. That's fine. You're calling it an awning. I'm calling it a sun, because I've always seen it as a sun rising behind.
Yeah.
Sunbeam.
Yeah, for me, I remember the line, but like I said, I don't remember it being adjoined to the S. Because that really does make it confusing looking. And
it's not even just joined, it's also landing in the wrong place. Like I said, it was between the U and the M. And now it's short, it's close. It's very hard to see. I'm sorry, guys, I know, but it goes further out on the M at the bottom. And it's further in on the U on the bottom logo that I made. Like I moved the whole thing over. It's like off center now. It's not where it should be. So here you can see the old logo on the old ads. I'm just showing you it's always been like this.
No, it's not been like that.
Yeah, so if I had seen that when I was a kid, I would have been like, what does that even say? Because the S is so cut off.
And look at the sun. It like ends at the A, between the A and the M. And there's no reason for that. That's not a logo. That's a mess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can't read it. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's definitely weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see if they had that line a different color so you could actually see the words, but the same color.
Even the older one with a different color, I don't even think it would look right. I could try it, but I don't think it would look right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe make it a little bit more readable. Like make it yellow or something, make it more sense.
Let's talk about the Scream movie. Can we talk about that one?
Sure. Right, you can cover anything you want in there.
You
Yeah.
said Scream?
No.
You don't have to
Can I
ask,
do
just
that?
do it. The only thing I will say, Brian, if something has a 1 or a 2, do the 1 first. Except for Britney,
Okay.
it didn't matter.
All right, you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Credit goes to Sakis Charisas.
No, we're not in the same gulag right now.
The iconic that's supposed to be slasher. I didn't even notice it said Socher. That's lovely.
Slasher.
film,
Yeah.
Scream, saw 2 friends become serial killers wearing black robes and white ghoulish scream masks. Go ahead, Brian. Which black robe do you remember? Matte or glitter? Can you zoom in on the pictures, Brian? Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I can zoom in.
That way they can see the glitter and the matte better.
We won every single gulag, but we can't win the game.
Oh my word, it's been so long since I've seen Scream.
I agree.
I've seen Scary Movie a lot.
That one's not affected. Great Lakes Crow says the logos have become much more artsy and dynamic. I completely agree. John Nada says no glitter and no way. Just Zanzibar matte.
I don't know. I want to say it's always been matte.
I would have a hard time believing it would be glitter just because of the seriousness of the movie. Why would you have glitter on that? They said it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but just making sense in my brain.
So, do we have enough comments from the chat yet?
We only have 2, but you can go on if you want.
Okay.
I just can't imagine it. Like, that just doesn't look right.
Okay, so Saki remembers the black, and I completely agree. In my past, it didn't even have a satin look like most cheap costumes have, let alone glitter in the fabric.
You know, like those cheap costumes where it's like a shine. It's got like a sheen to it. It's not glittery, but it's like
Oh my God.
cheap material. Like this was
Now
like
it's a glitter robe.
yeah, it's a glitter robe now.
So all 3 of the screams are like that?
Yeah, can you zoom in for them? Oh, go back.
Yeah, let me
Go
zoom
back.
in.
Yeah. So you guys can see it's actually this is a scene from the movie. It's actually a glitter robe now.
That's a good find.
Sorry, that just makes me laugh.
So in one part you can see the close up of the arm and you'll see the glitter. But most of the movie it doesn't look glittery. But whenever light catches it right there, whenever light catches it just right, you see the glitter. But the thing is, I've seen this movie. I don't remember ever seeing the light catch it just right and seeing glitter. Like, it looks wrong.
Yeah, it's another movie I'm gonna have to watch. Yeah.
He wanted to look pretty while he killed people.
Yeah. He wanted to reflect light to let him know he was coming.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Wear black and then something sparkly on you.
Yeah. So here's the glitter robe. What's interesting is the bottom left corner. He's the top. The top left is the scene from the movie, and so you can see it on like reflecting off the hood. The bottom middle. Wait, I just want to mention 2 things, Brian. Don't go anywhere. First off, the bottom left. It says collectible prop cards, and underneath it says specifically. You see it? What does it say? Because I can't see it yet.
It says Killer Sparkle Robe.
Sparkle robe. True screen accurate.
Oh my word, sparkle row.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Now the bottom,
Listen, can I say something about the mouth? Does the mouth look wrong to you, like all caved in like that?
Yeah, Teresa mentioned that as well. But she's not here to say something.
All right, it was caved in. I mean, I don't remember it being caved in. I could be wrong though. I don't know.
I don't know. I remember that big plastic thing there. But listen to me. Before you go further, the middle image. I don't remember Skeet Ulrich having blonde hair in this movie at all. Like, not even a slight hint of blonde. It was dark brown. The friend had blonde hair. What was the other actor's name? Anybody? Anyone know the other actor's name? It's a weird name. He was in Hackers. Oh, what's his name?
Oh,
Huh?
I have forgotten. I'm literally blanking on his name.
I am blanking on his name too. The friend had blonde hair. He had dark brown. Now, there's still scenes in the movie where it's brown. But for some reason, in the scene at the end where he's getting stabbed,
Hang on.
he's got blonde hair now.
Are you talking about Johnny Lee Miller or Matthew Lillard?
Matthew Lillard. So Matthew Lillard is the one with the knife right there in the costume right now. He's got blonde hair. His friend, Skeet Ulrich, I forget the character's name. But it's a weird name too. It's like an old name. He's got blonde hair there. I don't remember blonde at all. I didn't find this, John. This is Keith Teresa's.
Even when you said her name, your voice got all robot-y.
Like Jeff's mouth says that mouth is way off.
I said something to Sandy about that, right, Sandy?
I said you said
We
something.
got Skeet Ulrich as Billy.
Yeah.
Kevin Patrick Swalls as Steve. Carly, Casey's mother. Lauren Hatchett as Mr. Prescott. Deputy Dewey, David Arquette.
Wait, who did Skeet Ulrich play?
Let's see. Skeet Ulrich played Billy, and he his picture, he's got brown hair,
Billy.
like almost black hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The first image of my presentation has the hair how I remember it. Why was it blonde in that scene? Doesn't make any sense. Is it just a goof? Like maybe they forgot to film that scene and he had already dyed his hair and gone on with his life, and he was like, "Oh, all right, let's go do the scene again," and they forgot to change his hair. Like, it makes no sense. Why is his hair blonde?
Do you guys remember the eyes looking like that too? I don't remember the eyes being like that either.
I do remember it being similar to The Scream, like The Scream, the painting. I thought that's why they called it Scream. And it is a longer face than, if you look at the painting, The Scream.
Yeah, the painting, the screen.
Yeah. No, Sakeesh Teresa's found it. Here. It was in the beginning. Here, I'll write it, John.
Oh, Matthew Lillard. I didn't realize he was. I forgot he was in that one.
I forgot he was in that one
He's
too.
mostly robed. He's mostly robed in the movie.
Yeah, he's got blonde hair in this picture, and then other pictures he looks like he has black or brown hair.
He played Shaggy, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did play Shaggy,
I'm just looking
yes.
at Billy, the other guy. It was the only name that actually popped out at me that I actually knew. When I'm looking at pictures on here, and it's I watched Scream, like, I don't think I watched it from beginning to end, but I've seen parts of it, and I've seen parts of like all four of them or however many there was, and I've seen like this Scary Movie a bunch of times, and I know changes have happened in Scary Movie. So
Yeah, all I know is that in most scenes his hair looks brown, but for some reason in a couple scenes his hair is blonde now, and I don't remember that at all. It doesn't even make sense.
All right, so we're going to do a rewind real quick
Yeah.
to the 1980s, talking about Mario. All right, what color or which color overalls do you remember Mario and Luigi wearing?
And now you go to the next slide where the pictures are. Because I couldn't find the original pictures, so I'd use the pictures from the original presentation.
Mario had, but I don't know if I should probably answer yet.
So left or right, guys? You remember left or right? The two images mirror each other. Left or right?
That's tricky, but
Blue and red isn't there. I need one or two, or left or right, because Mario's in blue and red in both versions. So Crunchy
so
says
one of these you
two.
photoshopped, right?
The top and the bottom match. So you're looking at the left side and the right side, Brian.
Okay. What about what's the chat saying? Help me out, guys.
Well,
What do
I
you
only
remember?
have one answer that I understand.
Hey, Mom, which
Okay,
one do you
so
remember?
all right, Crunchy B says 2. Great Lakes Crow
Sorry.
says 1.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Jeff Zanzibar says 1.
Red.
Wait, no,
Was
red
green.
tights. Confused.
Yeah, red.
Maybe he means red.
Guys,
Well-
just one or
Very
two in the
red.
chat, please. You're confusing me. One or two.
I
One,
feel like
2. Left, right. Yeah.
this is kind of a mix
I-
because
What did I
Luigi.
say?
I feel like it's number 2. You say 1? I'm gonna say number 2.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
What do you say, Esther? You were in the middle of saying something.
I'm gonna look at that shirt.
Well, Luigi, I remember
Okay.
him wearing green, but now that I'm like, oh, you flipped it because now they're both wearing the same, but they didn't wear the same
Can I
color
hear
overalls.
your doggy on the screen? Oh.
Well, what's interesting
say
is
it's number
right
1.
now the chat is close. It's 1, 2, 2, 1. Right.
I would say number 1 for me because I remember Luigi wearing green and the Mario being in red.
Most people are saying, well, we have even. It's split even 1 and 2.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's
not?
right. So 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1.
Aw, puppy.
That's Lacey.
Lacey,
Hi, Lacey.
She's a puppy.
she's a Shih Tzu.
Aw.
She just turned a year.
Like summer round.
Aw.
July 20. She had a birthday July 24th.
John
The
Nada,
ones that
only
look like
2
they,
choices.
They caught the car and their face is flat because they caught the car. They finally caught up to the car.
Guys, all I did was take the Mario from the top image and put him onto the cover of the game. That's it. 1 and 2. There's only 2 choices.
Hi, Mustard Seed of Faith.
I'm gonna go with all of the above.
Okay, Ryland Place says 1.
I'm gonna say 2.
I'm
And that's my final answer.
1 is the especially with Luigi and Mario. I kind of go back and forth, but Mario, I believe it's number 1 for me
Yeah, check his shirt.
because that's when you ask the question, that's immediately what I remembered was number 1.
Now, interestingly, all right, John Nada says 2. Travis for Truth says it was 2 originally, and then swapped the colors from Mario Brothers 3. Well, we're going to get into this because here's the thing. For me, they always look the same. There was never changing back and forth and back. But now they're all over the place. And there's even something very weird happening that I'm going to bring up that's not rewind. It's actually new.
Oh my God,
this fold.
you're right.
So let's go, Brian. Keep going.
You're right. I'm looking at Super Mario Brothers 1, and he has a red trousers in the first one.
Brian, I remember red and green. I don't remember the blue at all. Keep going.
Yes, that's how I remember them.
I remember them like this. These are my Super Mario Brothers.
I don't
And
remember their
now-
shoots.
I'm not concerned about the shoes. This isn't official Mario. This is someone's artwork. I'm concerned about the jumpsuits match the hat. Their jumpsuits match the hat, and they were their colors. Now the jumpsuits and hats are all the jumpsuits and hats don't match. Now the jumpsuits are blue, but they have the red and green hats, which is even weirder to me. So Brian, go on. You can go to the next one. The only time their clothes change for me is when they had a power up.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only time they change for me.
You're right. Super Mario Brothers 2, he's red.
Brian, keep going. I know. Show them. I have graphics. Let them see. the changes to Mario. So here we go.
Oh, I've been in that direction.
They have had the blue jumpsuits since 1988. And they have green hat and red hat with a blue jumpsuit, which looks weird as heck to me. I don't remember that at all. And I don't remember the original Mario having brown under the red. That looks weird to me too. I remember red and blue, not red and brown.
I first started playing Super Mario when I was like 8 or 9.
Uh-huh.
And I was born in 83, so I definitely would
in
not.
every
The
single
85 looks correct, like for red underneath, like the red overalls. He definitely
Right,
didn't
but
have blue. when
you
I
remember
first
the
started.
brown shirt?
I don't remember the graphics back then, like were really bad, so that was kind of iffy for me. But I remember very clearly the red overalls, and then the green for Luigi. I don't remember the shirt color, but I do remember Luigi being green and Mario being red. I don't remember their shirts. I just remember their outfits.
Mm-hmm. Same. So, not well. I do remember. I don't remember the shirt brown, but yes, the same.
I watch a lot of
the
Mario
overalls.
I watching like YouTubers play Mario Kart, and I didn't even realize the change.
Jeff Zanzibar says never a brown shirt.
Pull down my butt pocket.
Brian, are you here?
I don't know.
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, next one, please.
Okay.
Okay. So, it's not on my screen yet. I can't read it yet. Also, in current images, Luigi now has a darker blue jumpsuit. So, do you guys remember them having different color blue jumpsuits? Because they do
Oh,
now.
heck no. No.
They have different blue jumpsuits. When I noticed the blue overalls, they matched, and now they don't. So, like I said, this is a rewind for me. I covered this a year or two ago, and at the time, their jumpsuits matched. They no longer match. They're now dark blue and light blue.
No way.
So, for those of you that remember blue and blue, do you remember dark blue and light blue? Because that's the way it's been for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I have that crunchy bee. That's my residue. But there's still something off there, and we're going to get to that. Keep going, Brian. There's more to this.
Why is he wearing blue? That just looks so wrong.
Wait, no, it's going to get wronger. Just wait. So, and something weird is happening with Luigi. So, next image, Brian. Brian, next image.
Yep. Got it.
Look how he's dressed here. What is this? What is that? In the 1986 movie, his hat does match his overalls, but it's blue and not green. And I don't remember that yellow shirt. Do you guys remember this Luigi? Because I don't. I've never seen this Luigi ever. Blue and yellow Luigi. And that's not like bad coloring. I have multiple images of this to show you. He is blue and yellow. People remember him blue and yellow. I have no memory of blue and yellow Luigi.
Why?
I don't know. Brian, oh, and by the way,
Super Mario Brothers Monopoly set. I'm going to go grab that real quick.
Okay, because also Luigi's hair was like a light brown, and now it's black here. I actually remember the black hair for Luigi.
Hey guys, I have a Super Mario shirt I can show with you. Okay, I can share it. Hold on.
Okay.
It's my dad's shirt.
Guys, this is number 1 of 2 Mandela effect folders of this franchise. So if you're not affected by this one, you might be affected by the next one.
Everybody see that?
We can. Yeah, is that a brown shirt?
Oh, right.
He has red. He has red overalls.
And green.
Yep, that's
Red overalls.
red and green though.
Yeah.
I do
It's
too.
like it's like a brown shirt. He has a brown shirt, and then he has red overalls.
It's the same exact thing I have.
Oh,
That's
no,
my
yours looks like a light blue though. The shirt looks like a light blue, like I remember. I like Esther's better. Esther's got the light blue shirt.
I like yours, Esther.
Oh, here's a big one.
And a red hat.
Oh yeah.
Window.
So that's
Oh,
those
maybe
are my
it is brown.
Yeah, it is brown.
Oh, it is brown. Okay, never mind.
And this one's weird looking. He's got white. But that's more of after they changed to the
After they eat the mushroom.
The flower. That's the fireball, Luigi.
Okay. Yeah, we
Now
got the little
Travis, he now has the brown shirt in the original Super Mario Brothers. So, all right, Brian, there's more to this folder. We need to go on.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let me hide my camera. Just wanted to add that was pretty interesting to find that.
That is awesome.
So,
All right, so now I believe it was Travis who said this. All right, so this is the Mario Brothers video game for Atari. Their hats and their overalls match, but for some reason Mario's wearing blue and Luigi's wearing green, and green with a brown shirt. I've never seen this version of them either. Again, Mario always had red for me, Luigi had green, and they had the blue shirts. So this is just weird.
I have never seen a Mario Brothers Atari game at all.
No, to be honest with you, I haven't either, but I think this is referencing the game that you saw inside Pizza Hut.
I know.
You remember the Pizza Hut tabletop Mario? Like it was like a table you sat at and you looked down and played. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right, wait. So first off, he's showing all the people that remember blue and yellow Luigi, and also there's two scenes. The bottom left and the top right are scenes from that movie, so you can see it wasn't just like weird light. Like that's the color. He's blue and yellow, and I don't ever remember seeing a blue and yellow Luigi ever.
Yeah, that looks.
And notice that the top left draws him with brown hair, but he has black hair. I remember them with black hair. Do you guys remember black or brown hair on Mario and Luigi? Because I remember black. They're Italian. Black hair. Like, it's black hair. It was black hair. Always for me.
That's something
Well, it's weird that Luigi. It's weird that Luigi has brown and then he has a black mustache.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's got all different color. Their hair is going crazy. It's all changing. They always had black hair for me. Black hair.
Oh,
black
look at that!
mustache.
Look at that! The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Isn't that from the cartoon right there? The one there.
Yes. And that's residue. That is how I remember them. How the guys are dressed in the live action part of it. That is how they have always been dressed for me. Hats matching the overalls. Red and green. Never blue.
Yeah,
Like
I was
this-
actually going to ask you, Sandy, if you found that because I'm like, I watched that TV show when I was a kid.
I did too.
So that's how I remember their outfits so
Well-
vividly because of the TV show.
How many of you guys remember from that same TV show the Legend of Zelda? Link. You remember Link?
Yeah.
Excuse me, princess.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. The Legend of Zelda Link.
Yep.
It's funny how I watched that show, but I still didn't know what Link and Zelda was.
I still say the greatest Super Nintendo game of all time is A Link to the Past. Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
They-
agree
For
with
me,
me?
honestly, my three favorite games from Nintendo before, Niantic and Pokemon Go, like back in the day, were Metroid, Super Mario Brothers. No, 4. I'm going to give you 4. Metroid, Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, and randomly Bubble Bobble. I don't know if anyone
Yes,
is familiar with Bubble Bobble.
I played Bubble Bobble for
Oh.
the Nintendo.
I love that game so much.
Me too.
Uh,
You could put in cheat codes with that game, right?
yeah, we cheated. We so
But
cheated.
back then they had a Game Genie that would put in the cheat codes for you.
Yeah, I remember the Game Genie, the cartridge that you put in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Brian, there is a Super Mario 2 folder. Please go to that one next.
Bless you.
Bless you. Aw, thanks, Kappa.
Oh, that was nice of you, Kappa, to say that. Yeah.
Aw.
Teresa, look, Teresa and Sandy are really great at finding residues. And Kappa, I don't know if you were in Teresa's group or not, but definitely check it out. It's Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. It's on Facebook
Yes.
groups.
Actually, Brian, we're having an issue with that Facebook group. So, let's see. I'm gonna create a secret word. If you sign up to the group from here, the secret word is going to be Mario. Make sure you, or no, put better yet, put Princess Peach. Princess Peach is going to be the secret word. And I'll tell everybody, all the admins, if they say Princess Peach, let them in. Because right now, I may actually talk to Teresa about shutting down new members for like a month because there's some issues going on.
Sandy, I may actually use that for a proposal or something like that maybe one day when I meet someone.
Okay.
Will you marry me?
You're the
No,
Mario to your Princess Peach.
You like that one?
It's not a conspiracy. There's something bad happening outside of Facebook. Let's just say we're being targeted, and that's all I can say right now. That's all.
Yes, Princess Peach. I have to remember that.
All right, so I found a change for me concerning a Nintendo princess and a weird oddity with a game she's featured in. So this one's new. This is not a rewind. This is a new Mandela effect. I did the rewind because I wanted to catch up speed. Thank you, Travis. Teresa, do you see that? Teresa, Travis says, love your group on Facebook.
She's being very quiet tonight.
Is she in the chat?
Could be from the bots keeping her from saying stuff. The AI doesn't want
muted.
to.
I don't know why we can't hear her. Teresa,
Maybe she walked away.
Did she fall asleep? Teresa?
Yeah.
Teresa, we're talking to you. Teresa, Travis gave your group a mighty compliment. I think she fell asleep. Teresa's not feeling too well. Hey, Brian?
Yeah?
How about you mute Teresa until she's ready to join us again?
Mute her?
She's sleeping, Brian.
Oh, yep. That COVID vaccine makes you sleepy.
Oh, where'd Sandy go?
Oh, we lost Sandy. All right, we'll get her back. Teresa got her vaccination yesterday, and she seems to be doing well, but she's tired.
Yeah, it's the 1.5 hour bug. The time ran up and it kicked me out. Now it's only an hour though. Amazing. Yeah, Teresa's not feeling well today. She fell asleep.
Yep. Somebody, let's see, Mustard Seed of Faith says it's not the mark of the beast. Don't worry. Yes, I agree. I prayed about it really hard. The mark of the beast, you actually have to worship it. So it is not the mark of the beast.
No, but you told them that Teresa got the shot?
Yeah, I got mine back in April, and I'm fine. The only thing I had was a sore arm. That's all. I didn't get any fever or anything, but I boosted up on my vitamin C and I boosted up on my vitamin D. Yep.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Capitalist just says I always get kicked out. It's a bug with the software, the StreamYard software. iOS, it keeps kicking. Ever since they updated the software, I get kicked out.
Thank you, Capital.
I have to wait for an update for them to fix this, but they haven't gotten around to it yet. It's been like 2 months now. Yeah, Teresa's feeling a little ill. She got it yesterday, but nothing bad. She just feels really tired and achy.
Yeah. Which I know she was allergic to some of the ingredients, so that concerned me.
Yeah, they told her she wasn't. But she's not. I'm allergic to it. I'm allergic to one of the ingredients. Teresa just has allergies to other things, and the woman at wherever she went to get it done is short hard. The thing she's allergic to wouldn't affect the, it didn't matter to the vaccine.
Okay. Yeah, because I know we were going to talk about that. Her and I were going to talk about that.
But I did find out that there's like 9 different brands of the vaccine. I thought there was only 4. I thought there was AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, and was it Johnson & Johnson? But then there's also Janssen, Cinco something, Sputnik 5. There's all these different vaccines I've never even heard of, which blows my mind because, like I said, I'm allergic to a component that's in the ones available in the U.S. And if I wanted to get it, I can't. But there's all these other vaccines out there. They're not even planning on bringing them here. I never even knew that.
Yeah, I know other countries have different ones, but I'm just nah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even get the flu one. I'm nervous to get a tetanus shot. So
yeah, we all joke about. Well, I joke about that. I call it the Tetris shot.
Well, the last shot I had a bad reaction, which the lady shot me in the wrong place. But still, I literally was exempt from all further vaccinations because of my reaction that I had.
Wow.
So I wish I had that letter. Unfortunately, my parents don't keep records, so I don't have that.
All right, before we get Brian's stream taken down by YouTube.
I'm just saying I'm exempt because I had a reaction. So.
Brian, we already read this one. You can go on.
And that was with a whole different one. I was 6.
Brian?
Next one?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. I like that Rubik's Cube, by the way.
Yeah, I like the whole graphic. That's why I used it.
All right. So which color hair is your Princess Peach from the Mario Brothers franchise?
Which one, guys?
Oh, my God.
1, 2, or 3. Just 1, 2, or 3. No name. 1, 2, 3.
Can I say mine or wait till we get some responses?
Wait till we get some answers.
Okay.
And it's okay if you remember more than one, because I have a dual memory.
Not only do I have an answer, but I also have residue in my hand for my answer.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Awesome. I was showing you the Mario and all that because I do have the let me take my camera off. I have it's upside down. It doesn't
We
have her on.
can't see it yet. We'll wait until we get some answers.
Yeah.
I'll make
Yeah,
Brian
there's
go
a-
full screen because it's too small right now.
Yeah, I have the Monopoly Super Mario set, so.
Mhm.
So
And
yeah,
actually, I don't want to see that until after because I have a question coming up with the image you just showed. So
okay.
I don't want them seeing your box yet.
Yeah, I think because this one is it's a special edition one, so it's showing like the older, like
Uh-huh.
Mario, where he's got the older stuff and like it has the older logos and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's
All right.
it's a special edition.
So what do you remember, Esther, without showing anything?
I remember the second one.
You remember the second one.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I remember the first and the third, 1 and 3. And here's the thing: the whole chat says 1. Jeff, no, I'm just talking about Peach. I'm not talking about other prince. Only Peach. So Brian, what do you remember?
I'm gonna have to go with A. First one.
1. So you remember Blonde. Okay, we can go on, Brian. You might want to pay attention, Brian, because you're going to be upset. All right, so have you seen in the background?
Yeah.
That's the brown-haired princess I remember too. That's Princess
Really?
Peach with brown hair. In my past, she was a brunette and later switched to blonde. I have no memory of the red hair, yet she's had all 3 hair colors now. So if you are dead set on one, you're wrong. It's all. The answer
Hey,
is
Sandy,
1, 2, and 3.
Sandy, that Princess Peach looks a lot like you.
Aw, thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say all 3 look kind of familiar, but number 2 resonates with
And
my
that's the
memory.
one I do not remember red hair at all. At all. She had
My very
brown
first
hair for
instinct
me.
was blonde, but I was like, no, and not for Princess Peach. But then again, I think I remember seeing some adaptations with her having blonde.
She's had blonde hair for over 2 decades. The last time she had dark hair was here, the Super Show.
Wow.
And I remember it brown here, and now it's red. It was
Yes,
never
I'm
red.
having Princess Peach right here, and she has red hair.
Yeah. I believe you. I'm just saying, for me, it was never red. Not once, not ever. It was always brown, and then it turned to blonde. And then I remember this being Princess Daisy. Not so. This is Princess Peach now.
Maybe there's 2 princesses.
There is. I'm trying to tell you, in my past, this was Princess Daisy.
Hey, didn't we talk about another Mandela effect with Mario Brothers and how I'm sorry, but your princess is in another castle?
Yeah, hold on. But wait, Brian, let me read this. Only that's not the case anymore. Current history states that the red-haired damsel in distress in the original game is now Princess Peach with red hair. She was Princess Daisy in my past. And now it's Princess Peach. Yeah. Princess Daisy has red hair and wears an orange and white dress, just like
Wow,
the one
that's crazy.
in the thing. And as you can see there, she goes from red hair to brown hair to blonde hair. She went from brown hair to blonde hair for me. There was no red. And now it's red.
Wow, that's weird. I don't know if I'm thinking red hair because Mario was wearing red overalls, and that's why I just kind of linked the 2. Because, you know, the fact that she has the red hair and he wears red overalls.
Yeah, I can't get over that he's got brown hair too. Brown hair, brown shirt. That looks so bland and wrong.
The piece I'm looking at looks exactly like what's on the screen. What I'm holding is exactly what you're looking at.
That's because those are actual figurines you're looking at Comic-Con.
Yeah. Oops, dropping it on my laptop.
Let's see.
Capitalicious says, Sandy, give me back my reality. I rebuke your wizardry.
Yeah, who is Princess Daisy?
All right, so it's a little side note. It's probably not an enemy, okay? But anything is possible, so I'm asking you anyway. All right? And for those of you that said no, it wasn't red and brown in the original video game. This is a screenshot of the original video game. There he is, red and brown. But anyway, go to the next question, Brian. Now, oh, it's out of order. You got to be kidding me. Oh, well, I'm going to just ask you now. Was it always bros for you? BROS.
Yes.
Because, okay, here's the thing. I think it always was written out BROS. But I've always called it Super Mario Brothers. I say, like I said, this is out of order. Maybe it's go to the next one, because the next one is probably the.
Yeah, we've also talked about the logo being messed up.
Yeah, but Brian, go to the next one so I can read what it says, because it's out of order. Brian, go to the next image so I can read it. No, you didn't. Oh, wait. Where is this image at? All right, stop. I'm going to go to Flickr so I can read it, because I don't want you to keep going. No, you skipped an image.
I didn't skip one.
Oh, an image didn't upload. All right, well, I think it's a generational thing. We're just gonna say that. I think it's a generational thing. But I'm hearing a lot of people verbally saying Super Mario Bros. And that I've never heard it called that in my life. So I don't think it's a Mandela effect. I think it's a generational thing where kids didn't grow up with it. They're young, you know what I'm saying? And they think it's pronounced bros, but I've always pronounced it Super Mario Brothers. Do you understand what I'm saying? You guys get where I'm going with this? I don't think it's a Mandela effect. I think it's they don't know what BROS stands for. What I'm asking is, have you ever heard it called bros? Yes or no? That's what I'm asking. Because people are calling it Super Mario Bros. And it grates on my last nerve. I'm like, oh my God, that's so wrong. It's brothers. All right. So I'm not alone. You guys are saying no. Esther, have you ever heard anyone call it Super Mario Bros? Esther, are you there? Oh, she's muted.
Esther?
She's muted. Brian, have you ever heard anyone call it bros?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to close the door so my son, when he yells, you guys don't have to hear him.
See, that's weird, Jeff, because for me, the first time I heard it was like the other day. That's weird. So Jeff heard it the other day for the first time too. Someone calling it bros.
Yeah. I don't know if I've heard anybody call it that.
What about you, Brian?
What?
Have you ever heard anyone pronounce it bros?
No, everyone said brothers, but I knew it was abbreviated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was written. It's the fact that people are calling it bros. I probably just presented it wrong. It's bothering me. Like, it actually bothers me when
people would actually say bros instead of brothers.
Yeah, they say Super Mario Bros.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, no, I think it's just the way that a lot of people like to abbreviate stuff. So it's possibly, I think it is just our generation likes to, take all the words and shorten them. I
am not Kappa. I'll be Dan. Stop confabulating. All right, you can go on, Brian.
Let me see here.
All right, so this is Princess Peach with red hair, flaming red hair. Not in my past. I know it's in yours, Esther, but never in my past did she have red. Never. This is crazy looking to me.
Maybe she got a hold of some Revlon hair dye or something.
That's what I'm saying. In this reality, she's her hair color is every color.
It's just strawberry shortcake. She just ran into the wrong castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that blonde. I mean, now when I see her, I'm like, oh, I know from the new ones that I've seen. I recognize the blonde.
But
That's
she's
where
had
like,
blonde
all
since
of
19
them.
Esther, but she's had blonde since 1991.
Yeah, that's where
91.
I feel like all of them kind of resonated with me on some level. So, but I was drawn to the middle one, or the red hair, because probably from that cartoon.
Brian, you can go on to another folder
Okay.
now. Oh, there's more slides. I'm sorry.
Oh,
So here is Princess Peach with brown hair, like I remember. And Mario is colored properly with black hair, red overalls and hat, blue shirt. Luigi's probably hyped up on that flower power.
nah.
Looks like he's holding Peach up in the air.
Yeah, he kind of does look like you pushed her up there. Yeah, there's the brown hair.
Yeah,
So did she have brown hair in Mario Brothers too?
she did. Or was it 3? It may have been 3, Brian.
That's Mario Brothers 2.
Then 2, yes. I thought it was 3, but yeah, it's 2.
That's so weird. Yeah,
So
but
here's the blonde.
I know if you play Super Smash Brothers, I think she has blonde hair now.
That's what I'm saying, Brian. She's had blonde hair ever since Super Mario Brothers 2. Everything after Super Mario Brothers 2 is blonde.
Yep. So we have a bunch of interesting color changes.
And this is like me just showing that this is what people are calling it now, as bros. I can't show you that people are saying bros, but they are. They're how to win at Super Mario Bros. Like that's how people say it now. And then I have people remembering it saying brothers, and they actually wrote out brothers. Now I don't remember that, but I included residue of that in case anyone did. In case anyone remembers it actually written out. I don't. But there is residue of it written out, which is weird. Like on sheet music. Super Mario Brothers medley.
Did anybody ever play Donkey Kong Jr.?
I probably did. I played lots of Donkey Kongs.
I didn't get to play a lot of video games as a kid.
I loved video games.
Super Mario was not the only one that we actually got to play.
Oh, no. I died.
I like the Super Nintendo, but to me, the Sega Genesis version of Jurassic Park was the best.
So the other way I remember people pronouncing it is just Super Mario. And that's why I threw these in here.
Yeah, I think most people just say that. I mean, if you're going to shorten it, it's Super Mario.
Sometimes we just say Mario.
Yeah.
You want to play Mario? You want to play Mario?
But it's just weird to me. People actually remember brothers written out. So I threw them in
The
there.
Mario Brothers.
That's weird.
That would be something that I would hear a lot.
And isn't it Luigi Mario and Mario? That's their last name is Mario, and Mario's first name is Mario.
Yeah, I don't think they
it's
ever
the Mario
clarified
Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's talk about JFK. Can we talk about that one? That's a pretty huge
That
one,
is
right?
awesome, Kappa. Wait, Brian, hold on. Kappa says, you might know, which I didn't, I keep a record of every MEI experience. I have over 1,000 MEs sorted into categories. Every time you're live, I keep my notebook close by. That's awesome.
Kappa, that would be really great. Could you email that to me?
Yeah, because that's
it's a notebook. How would you email a notebook?
Yeah, because Sandy, we've got to put together. I want to put together probably 200 Mandela effects and just put them in a video and have a Photoshop version and then the real version next to it and have people pick. Could we do that? Could you help me with that, Sandy?
Brian, if I mean, I'm trying to do videos on my channel. It's
I
taking
know.
forever. I don't know if I could do that. We could try.
All right, just do what you
We
can
could
because I know
try.
you're really
That's a
great. You're
lot of
really
work.
great at that graphical art stuff.
But if it
I
was
mean,
done
I'm
more
not
like
gonna
kind
use
of
my
how,
images.
well, I was wondering too, like you
Huh?
can maybe do it like how Curiouser does hers, even kind of how it's like a picture and then show a different picture, and but this is the way it is now, and then just move on. Like if you want to do that many effects in
Yeah.
one show, I think that would be about the only way to do that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's, you said it about 1,000.
No, I'm
That's
talking about the photoshopping. It's a lot, Esther.
Yeah, we've been going on the
Yeah,
air
it's a
now.
photoshopping. It's a
What,
lot of work.
Sandy?
Yeah.
What year are we on now? What is this? Year 4? We're on year 4 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's year 4.
We've covered. I have
If you
like
include the year
over.
that you took off.
I think I have like 2,000 videos uploaded. It's crazy. We've done so much.
Yeah, you might even be able to, like, depending on what file you have them in, you might already have those Photoshop images already. So you might already have all of your stuff all set. Yeah. But I know that's probably a topic that we can talk about later.
So Teresa's not here. Esther, could you read this since Teresa's not here?
Yep, credit to Teresa Lynch. The JFK car has changed again, 3 changes in total. So I don't know if you want to go to the next image or.
Yep.
That's my. Do you remember this window attached to the top bar? I have a vague memory of the bar since it became a stretch car, but we have no memory of this random useless window. Oh, what is that?
Mhm.
Can I just say that guy looks like Moneybags?
Wait, which guy? Yeah, that does look like Moneybags.
It does.
He was in the
Moneybags
car all this
73.
time.
He still does his videos, right, Sandy? Moneybag 73.
Yeah,
Yeah, he watches our
absolutely.
channel.
Yes.
And he's been on he's been on our show before. While getting residue for Teresa, we both noticed something wrong with the back of the car.
Yes, we did.
All right. Oh.
The back of the car was thin,
Yeah.
sleek in my past, but now there is an odd-shaped sphere on the back. I don't remember, and we have no memory of handlebars for the Secret Service to hold on to the car. Huh.
So I don't remember the tire or the handlebars. Now, Noble said that the handlebars have always been there for him. I don't remember the handlebars. I don't remember the tire. It was just, and I have residue of how this car used to look for me. But that tire, those handlebars, crazy. I don't remember them.
No, that tire was a total eyesore
all.
as soon as I saw it. I was like, what's wrong with that back of the car?
But also, doesn't it, like when you watch the video in slow motion, doesn't it look like maybe she pulled the trigger?
Yeah, that's an old one, yes.
Yeah.
It looks like she pulled him close, took a gun out of her bag, and shot him.
At this point, I mean, who knows what happened? There's so many different conspiracies with that thing that it's like, it's crazy. Not what happened was crazy. It's just how many different stories there are.
Yep.
Everything now has that tire and handlebars on it. It is so hard. There's like a residue of the way I remember it.
This is probably the biggest Emmy. Probably even better than if you ask your friends. It's better than Berenstain. You ask them how many people are in the
I think it depends
JFK
on who you talk to. There are people I've talked to. They couldn't tell me they don't know anything about this. There are people that they have no interest in this Mandela effect at all. It all depends on who you're talking to. The Mandela effect is very personal. what affects one person doesn't affect another. What one person is like blown away by, another person, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is big for you, but for another person, like this one, the biggest part of this Mandela effect to me is this handlebar entire thing. Like I don't have a clear recall of 4 or 6 people. I really don't. The only thing I clearly recall is that there were people driving the car, and they were in the back seat. I don't know if there was 4 or 6, 2 or 3 rows of seating. I mean, it looks too long to me, but I can't say for sure. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It
Here's
all
the other
depends
thing. Why would the
on what
museum?
affects you the most.
Why would this museum get it wrong?
Well, they also have Jackie in a white suit instead of pink. Why is that?
Pink.
But notice there's no tire or handlebars, and that is exactly what I remember. See the bot? Well, you're already on a different image, Brian. The
Sorry.
previous image, go back. It's all right. The bottom image is exactly how I remember the car.
Hey, Mom, do you remember
Smooth.
handlebars
There's
on
no
the back
tire,
of the
there's no
utility
handlebars.
vehicle?
No.
How many people you remember in the car?
6.
My mom says she remembers 6.
Yeah, there was only 4. There was no tire in the back, no handlebars. Those handlebars stick out like an eyesore. You would think that you wouldn't want to have handlebars on it so people couldn't grab the car to climb into the car.
Even that Lego one at the top has the handlebars sticking up in the back now.
Oh, so that's not residue anymore?
No,
Did it change?
I don't know. It could just be I couldn't tell what I was looking at because it's Legos. But the bottom one's residue. It doesn't have the window in it. Oh, there's no window in it. That's why it's in there, Brian.
Okay.
There's no window and roll bar.
Oh, I see that.
I just don't understand why there's so many changes with it.
You know what it is? Once something changes, I think it's more likely to change again. Because I have covered the same subjects over and over and over again. Part 1, part 2, part 10, part 20. Back to the Future. I found like literally about 10 Mandela effects in Back to the Future. Once something's affected, it's more likely to get changed, and I don't know why.
I almost feel like it's
like
if it was people going back in time, kind of like, you've seen a lot of different shows where they go back in time and they mess up something and they have to go back and try to fix it until they get it right. So you almost wonder, like, is this somebody that can travel back in time? They messed it up and they realize they messed it up, so they're trying to go back and fix their mistake, and it just keeps changing more and more stuff. Instead of fixes it, it just causes all these ripples.
Like the butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect, my mom says.
Yeah, that's where sometimes these changes, when they happen to something that's already changed and just keeps changing all kinds of weird stuff, that does make me think maybe it is somebody going back in time and trying to change the past, and maybe they're trying to make it better, instead it doesn't make it better, or it just changes it to odd changes. So
Kappa says, you see that?
I'm trying to. I know, I saw it. I'm trying to see if I.
Sandy, you see that message from Kappa?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a way to link.
We're also running a little bit over on our time. We're trying to we gotta go move on to a couple more effects. You see that message, right, Sandy?
Yeah, I'm trying to see now. Here's the thing. I date everything I'd appreciate if no one touches anything that I haven't presented yet. But all my stuff is in a Flickr album. You can see everything in the Flickr album. But again, I don't want to see my stuff in groups and stuff before I get a chance to present it. So keep an eye on those dates.
All right. Let's see. What do
What's
we have
next,
here?
Brian?
What about the recall vector one? You want to talk about that one?
Well, Teresa wanted to talk about that, but I guess we can talk about it.
Yeah. All right. What do they call it? Lahaina?
No, it's I gotta say it.
Guess
Lahaina.
What?
the house on Freeway is
Lahaina Noon.
no, they're in contract.
Wow.
What does that tell you?
So credit to Recall Vector.
After us, well,
Have you guys ever heard of this?
only you walked in there.
Never heard of it.
Anybody in the chat? If you haven't seen his video, have you heard of Lahaina Noon?
Nope.
Lahaina
Shadow
Noon is a
disappeared.
solar. I'm just going to call it Noon from now on. I'm not going to try to keep pronouncing this. The Noon is a solar event that only happens twice a year and can only happen in tropical regions, aka between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The effect that this solar event causes is spectacular to see. Shadows disappear because the sun passes directly overhead. Only transparent or negative space objects cast a shadow while the sun is at the zenith point. I'm waiting for it to be on my screen, Brian.
No problem.
The only U.S. state that experiences this phenomenon is Hawaii. The natives of the past called it, oh God, I'm going to butcher this. I know I am. I'm so sorry. Kalkalilolo or sun rests on the brains.
Kikala Kailoho. I like 51st
Brian,
date.
go on.
Let's see. You want to read that?
I'm still waiting for it to get on my screen.
2 days ago.
The two
Yeah.
times a year
Oh, wow.
phenomenon can happen anywhere between 12:16 and 12:43 p.m., but it also happens days apart, depending on how far south or north you witness it.
Well,
This makes it possible for a person to experience the event 4 times per year. Take 2001, for example. You could have seen it in Oahu on May 26th and July 15th, and then traveled north to Kauai and seen it again on May 31st and July 11th, again in 2001. So if you're able to travel, you can see it 4 times a year.
That's awesome.
You're very welcome, Kappa. Just keep it hush hush. Keep it in the stream. All right, artist and landscape architect Isamu Noguchi created a sculpture for this special solar event.
Okay, I'm going to skip to the next one.
Yep. Waiting for it up on my screen. Named Skygate, the sculpture normally has curvy, misaligned shadows, but they all align to a circle during Lahaina Noon.
Okay.
And here is the effect. The sun is directly above, straight up. So there's no shadows and things look fake, like they're floating in space.
Okay. That is so weird. There's no shadows.
No, and some of them are even weirder. Look at these. That looks like a 3D, the one on the bottom right looks like a 3D rendering to me.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's just no shadow.
That's so weird. I never heard of that. So kudos go to Recall Vector on that one.
That is cool looking though.
Let's see.
Only time of year toddlers feel safe with their shadow. When they don't have.
Sandy, I've got time for maybe one more. Do you want to talk about
Bananas.
car audio or pine
No, the
cones?
bananas. I've been waiting to present the bananas.
All right, let's do that.
The bananas.
All right.
Banana.
And the bananas is brand new. No one's seen it.
Well, I'm sure Curious George he would be going gaga over this right now. All right, go ahead.
Remember the banana Mandela effect that they grow pointing upwards now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we talked about that one a while ago.
Well, Brian, next slide. Turns out bananas grow in all different directions now. It depends on the variety of banana, but for the most part, they still grow upwards. But as you can see here, the bananas the guy has, they're different varieties. The banana on the left is growing downwards, and the banana on the right is growing upwards. You can tell by the stalk. So there are bananas that grow downwards now, like we remember. There's bananas that grow upwards. And next slide, Brian.
All right.
Sometimes they grow sideways.
I also found 3 new to me bananas that could possibly be, I don't know why they're mixed up, Mandelas. The first is the 1,000 Fingers banana. Okay, Brian.
Next one, right? Okay.
Have you guys ever heard of the 1,000 Finger banana? Because they grow outwards. They don't grow up or down.
What?
They grow outwards.
The 1,000 Finger
Grow
bananas.
outward. They grow in a spiral, forming a tall column made up of tiny bananas.
Oh my God! Is that GMO? Is it like a GMO food?
No, these are natural.
Oh. So it's kind of like
The
corn,
plant
but they're
itself-
bananas.
Huh?
Kind of like corn, but they're bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plant itself grows up to 12 feet high, and the banana stalks are typically 5 to 6 feet high. And you see the bottom left image there? You see the guy's hand? So you can see how small these things are?
Purple pine cone.
No, they're totally edible, Eddie Von Keen. Welcome, by the way. But they are edible.
Yeah, so
Right,
those look
go
weird with their red. It's like a rainbow.
Yes. Taste the
Yeah,
rainbow.
it's just them growing, yeah. So here's them holding a stalk. The fruit is said to be bite-sized, extra sweet, and a little crunchy. Good for eating fresh and desserts, but not so good for cooking.
Crunchy? Have a crunchy banana?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a crunchy banana is, but they say it's crunchy. And the weirdest part to me is that while it's rated hardiness zones 8A to 11B, and I made a little chart of the colors, these plants could potentially grow in the 7 zone if your area isn't prone to very cold winters. So they could potentially grow in New Jersey and Philadelphia.
Talking about these 1,000 types of these 1,000 bananas.
Thousand finger.
To give you an idea of their actual size, here you go.
Do they have a lot of protein in them and stuff like that? Because I would totally have like go to town with that. I'd have a snack.
I have no idea, but you see how tiny? Look how tiny.
Yeah,
Baby bananas.
I've actually seen in my grocery store tiny bananas, and I never knew what they were.
Well, now you do.
Well,
I've never seen them
It's the
before.
last one.
They're
Okay.
very, very rare. They've gotten a few in, and I've seen them extremely rare, but they're very tiny.
Well, these are rare that we're going to talk about. Sorry, Esther. I got to read it before Brian switches. The other banana, new to me, is called the praying hands banana. Have you guys ever heard of the praying hands? Yeah, Esther, he will just keep going, and I can't read it because he's gone.
Oh, that's fine.
I got to...
I'm laughing at praying hands.
And then he won't switch the slide at all.
I always knew organic or non-organic. That's all I knew for banana.
So now we have, what are these praying hands bananas?
Yes, they are. These bananas grow attached to one another in a curved fan shape, creating a clamshell appearance.
Or a Venus flytrap appearance.
And these aren't small. These are like full-size bananas.
Well, I've never seen those before.
Nope.
When
Looks like the
fully
back of a
ripe, the
turtle.
thick skins tear easily apart. What?
It looks like a turtle shell, like that one there in the middle.
Yeah, it does. The flavor is closest to the blue Java banana, a hint of vanilla, and can be eaten raw or cooked in any recipe calling for bananas. So the blue bananas, the blue Java, the ones that taste like vanilla ice cream, that's what the flavor of these is closest to.
Hmm. These other bananas sound like they're better than the actual bananas that we've been eating.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing too, Esther.
I'd rather eat these ones than the ones. Give me these ones.
And some of them you can see are striped. I don't know why, but
let me ask you, Sandy, would you eat a red banana? If you saw a red banana, would you eat a red banana?
Yeah, I saw the red bananas. Yeah, I would eat a red banana. I love bananas, so I would try them all, including this one, the third banana, the apple or candy apple banana. Grows in tropical and subtropical regions worldwide, especially in Malaysia, the Philippines, Hawaii, Mexico, Honduras, the Caribbean, and South America. The candy apple banana sounds fantastic. It sounds like a smoothie in a banana. And I'm going to explain to you why. Next slide, Brian. What makes these tropical looking typical looking bananas so special is the taste, which is described as being bananas with apple and strawberry flavors. So the banana literally tastes like a smoothie.
Oh, wow. That is so awesome. Huh. Apple bananas?
Yeah.
See, this is where we need to be eating these. Forget about the other things.
Wait, I gotta laugh. Hold on. Great Lakes Crow says, that is not a banana. Are you sure that isn't a candy apple? When we were showing the picture of the candy apples. No, this is the candy apple banana right here.
Oh my goodness, that would be so awesome. I want to try one now. Like, don't you guys out there, you want to try one?
Oh
Now
man,
this
that's
slide
a
is
lot.
out of order, but this goes on to say both types of these bananas are native to Indonesia and the Philippines, but can be found throughout the USA, Mexico, and Caribbean in specialty markets, farmers markets, and fruit stands. So get looking, people. These are supposedly in the United States. Like you said, you saw the 1,000-finger banana, Esther.
Yep.
Somewhere you might be able to find the praying hands. All right. And finally, a possible Mandela effect. True or false, people? True or false? Easy. You got a 50-50 chance. In the 1950s, the world had to switch to the Cavendish banana because the gross Michael banana was wiped out by a fungus. True or false? In the chat. Stay here, Brian. I want to see if I get answers. And Brian and Esther, feel free to answer.
That one I'm not really sure of. I wish I could give an answer, but that one I don't really know.
Okay, that's okay. How about you, Brian? Do you know is any of this striking a bell for you?
Yeah, I knew you said ringing a bell, and I was just talking to someone I know about Pavlov's dogs and how he doesn't ring a bell anymore.
Oh, strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to say probably true, but I don't know for sure.
He doesn't
Okay,
ring a
so
bell
any
just because he
Vinesis?
can't.
What'd you
What?
say?
I was just asking, like he can't. He doesn't ring a bell anymore because he
No,
can't.
Pavlov's dog. Pavlov used to ring the bell for his dogs when it was time to eat.
Yeah.
The dogs would salivate.
Mm-hmm.
Now he does not ring a bell. And we talked about that, Emmy, a while back, but I was explaining to a friend of mine.
Oh, I don't think I heard of this one.
You've never heard of that one?
I don't think I did
No,
either.
I've heard of the Pavlov's thing. I've heard that one.
Sandy, you know that one, don't you?
No, that's the first I'm hearing of it too.
Are you serious? Pavlov's dogs and ringing a bell? I thought we talked about that one, Sandy.
Wait, Brian, I didn't get Brian. Go back. I didn't get to see what the chat. This is, oh my gosh.
Okay,
I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
get the chat's answers first. It's all right. All right. So Eddie Van Keen says true. Don't know is Kappa. John Nana, I think it's true. Never heard of this, so can't say. It's Great Lakes. I don't know, but it sounds like it could be true, says Crunchy Bee. Lurk Learner says true. Jeff Zanzibar says false. Fire says true. But it seems like I should have heard of this, says Great Lakes Crow. Honesty, bananas. Okay, that's all the answers. All right, now you go to the next one. All right, so the answer is now partly false. It was true in my past. I'm waiting for it to go on my screen. In my past, that's exactly what happened. It was completely wiped out, extinct. But now the banana that was supposedly extinct lives on, and you can still find them in some places. The gross Michael banana was the banana of our grandparents and great-grandparents and parents. Some of us, our parents were around in the 50s.
What kind of banana do we eat from the stores then?
Cavendish. We eat the Cavendish banana. Prior to the 1950s, the banana that everyone ate was the gross Michael. And in my past, the crops were completely wiped out by a ferocious fungus that destroyed them all. And they had to quickly find a new banana that wasn't filled with seeds. And that's how we switched to the Cavendish. The story is still the same, except they were never wiped out to extinction. Instead, the crops were decimated so badly that an alternative needed to be found, and the world stayed with the alternative, the Cavendish. So it's partly false now. They weren't wiped to extinction like my memory tells me they were. You can still get those bananas. But the weirdest part is, lots of fruits become extinct from fungus and plant viruses and stuff like that. What is crazy to me is many say the flavor of the old banana is better, yet we stuck with the new one, which is weird. And the Gross Michael flavor is the flavor of banana candy. But most people I know hate the flavor of artificial banana flavor. See, because it's not artificial banana flavor. It's the flavor of the old bananas. So if you
Those
don't
look
like
like
banana runts,
yeah, runts. I was about to say runts.
fine. Right. I'm trying to say the Gross Michael banana tasted like runts. Runts, the flavor that we know is artificial banana flavor is actually the flavor of the old banana.
Really? Wow. I had no idea.
And I think artificial banana flavor is one of those flavors that's very polarized. Either you love it or you hate it. It was the early 1950s preliminal, but it never became extinct now. It's always been around. It was just decimated, but not extinct. So here you can see world banana production by type. The Cavendish is only 47%. Yet that's the only banana I knew growing up. And Gross Michael still has a 12% market share. And that's the one that was wiped out in my past. And this is images of the Gross Michael with this weird, like they grow outwards. They don't grow up or down. They grow out. Do you see it,
Whoa.
Ryan? They make
I see
like a
that.
fan.
I see
And
that.
someone is saying that there's going to be a future banana. So past is Gross Michael, present is Cavendish, but I don't know what the future is. But you can see the shape and the coloring is different.
Yeah, I actually.
And the bottom image, the bottom left image, the Cavendish is on the top and the Gross Michael is on the bottom. So our bananas are much bigger than the old bananas.
Are there any other? Are there any other effects that we need to point out from the chat? Anyone else have any effects?
Well, you didn't do the car audio one? That's brand new.
Oh, it is.
Like that hasn't been covered by anybody.
Oh, okay. I'll take that one then.
That's underneath Lahaina. Lahaina. If you go back far enough, John Nada, there's a brutal history to everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This part is credit Teresa Lynch. Have you ever heard of music cassettes being given to new car buyers by the manufacturer? So, for example, this is a true or false question. Have you ever heard of, say, Buick giving new people who buy a new car a Buick music cassette? Yes or no? True or false? Anyone? Esther?
Oh, I want to say it almost sounds like a ploy that they would use to sell more cars, but I don't know of anybody personally that owned any.
Okay.
I want to say it sounds like it could be true.
Okay. No, like an actual cassette, like a cassette tape, a tape.
Brian,
Yeah.
that summer coat house,
Yeah.
sold for $272,500.
You want me to go to the next?
Mustang cigarette.
Am I going to the next?
Research. Well, wait. No, I was gonna say no, but okay, we're here. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
You can go there. It's all right. I was gonna say we were 50-50 in the chat with yeah, false, nope, and yes. So 50-50 in the chat. You can go to the next one. I'll read it. So here's an Oldsmobile music cassette. As soon as it gets on my screen, I can read it. We haven't, but it looks like demo cassettes were a common bonus when you bought a new car when cassette players were first added to cars and trucks. We've never heard of this, Teresa and I. Complimentary tape cartridge. They weren't even calling it cassette back then. They were calling it a cartridge. You can go on, Brian, because there's more to this that I found. But as I was researching this, I discovered there was much more to this. It wasn't just cassettes, and it wasn't just music. This is one of the programs on one of the cassettes. All right, so here's a Chevy Beretta tape. I'm waiting for it to come up on my screen. Do you remember car manuals, tips and tricks? Essentially an audiobook on tape given out to new car owners? Because I don't. I've never heard of a car manual on cassette.
No, me
Never.
neither.
Not once. And check out the merging of the T's and Beretta.
Yep. They didn't do that.
And not only that, guys, it was on 8-track too. They did this with 8 tracks.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had the same things, music and car manual audiobooks on 8-track tapes. The earliest I found was 1973, and the oldest for cassettes was 92. So here's Ford, the first pre-recorded cassette specifically designed for your car stereo. Music. Oldsmobile stereo introductory tape cartridge. Astro van Chevy trucks manual. This is weird. I don't remember any of this. You had an 8-track, but did you have an 8-track that read you your manual? Gave you tips and tricks for how to use your car? Here you go.
No.
Stop here, Brian. Can you zoom in on the white cassette at the top? Can you zoom in on that? Can you read any of them? This
Introduction, it says selected options. Introduction to optional features, child restraint procedures, off-road driving, trailering tips, tilt wheel and intermittent wipers, cruise control, manual 4-wheel drive system, electronic shift 4-wheel drive system, auxiliary lighting, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo radio. Again, some more
like,
radio
you
stuff.
get the point.
Yeah.
They get the point. The point is, this tape is the manual. I've never heard of this.
That's pretty
I
crazy.
wonder, can you find them on eBay and stuff like that?
That's where I got a lot of these images.
Is anyone out there
There's so
in
many.
the chat? Have you guys ever owned a vehicle, like bought it from the dealer back in the day, and have they ever issued you one of these?
And look at the top left. Ford Motor Company presents Quadrasonic Sound. That just sounds so Mandela to me. It just sounds Mandela.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of
I
our
don't
show,
even remember the
Sandy.
music ones, John.
That's the end of our
Yeah,
show for this
Covered
evening.
everything.
Yep. Great show, you guys.
Yeah.
Sandy, definitely great work on the presentation of the stuff. That's really awesome. We're going to have to make a note of the ones I missed, Sandy, for next time.
Okay.
And we'll, like I said, we'll try to let everyone know more ahead of time when we're doing a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a
hard.
great show. we were packed out at least 30 people watching at a given time. So that's awesome. Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah, guys, thanks for being here.
Have a piece
We'll see you next time. Hopefully, it won't be another 2 weeks.
I think I got it.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, Teresa hopefully will be here next time.
Yep.
Yeah, that
And
would be great.
What happened?
yeah. And Esther, thank you too for showing up again. We love having you.
Oh, it's always a
Yes,
great time.
it's awesome you can make it.
All right. Well, have a great Mandela Effect night, and God bless everyone. Stay safe.
Night.
You're welcome, Katha. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Aw.